Dear students, we are going to do a new module today, mediation proceedings and the procedure of consumer complaint. So sometimes the consumer court will send the case for mediation because instead of wasting time, if the parties are able to reach a settlement, the mediation process will be helpful for both the parties. So the consumer commission will take a decision accordingly. Second one is what is the procedure for filing a consumer complaint. These two topics I am going to cover in today's module. Now let us start with the mediation proceeding. So this is introduced in the new Consumer Protection Act 2019. That meaning Consumer Protection Act 1986, there is no provision for mediation proceeding. And objectives of this mediation proceeding is that speedy and effective redressal of consumer complaints. So instead of wasting time 2-3 months or 5 months, because usually 3 months is the time to settle the case in a consumer court, and if it's laboratory testing is required, it's 5 months. So here through mediation they can reduce the time, and if the parties are able to reach a settlement. Now if the commission thinks that there is a possibility of settlement between the parties, they will recommend for the mediation proceedings. Then the case is transferred to the mediation committee. There is a committee, mediation committee with the consumer commission, whether it is district, state or national commission. So the written request is sent to district, state or national commission. This written request is very important. Anything legal, we want the written document. Verbal communication will not be accepted. So the written complaint is expected by the commission. Now the written complaint should have the details of the parties, nature of the dispute, amount involved, relief sought, proposal to appoint the mediator with the language, qualification and experience. So the consumer court is giving the complaint, transferring the written complaint with all these details to the mediation committee. Now what is the mediation procedure? The parties can mutually agree on the procedure to be followed, because mediation means both the parties should be ready for that. So if the parties are not able to come to settlement, the mediator will inform the parties the date, time and place to come for mediation. So the mediation committee will inform both the parties. So mediation process will happen at the mediation cell attached to the respective commission. Every consumer court has a mediation cell. So if the parties mutually agree, they can go for mediation, they will do that. Now, joint or separate meetings of the parties are conducted. Joint meeting is possible. Similarly, separate meetings. So separate meetings are conducted. The commission will hear both the parties. Then they will call for mutual discussion. Within 10 days before the session, both the parties should give in writing the issues to be resolved to the mediator. So when the parties are informed about the mediation initiative, the parties have to give in writing 10 days before the date fixed for mediation to the mediation committee what all issues they are trying to resolve in the mediation process. So it will smoothen the procedure. So mediator should get necessary information from both the parties. Now, mediator should try to facilitate a voluntary resolution between the parties. So mediator should try to resolve the issue. Within 30 days, the parties should reach an amicable settlement. So 1 month time is given to reach an amicable settlement between the parties. See, if both the parties reach a settlement, mediator should submit the report to the respective commission signed by both the parties. So mediation initiative or the responsibility is given to the mediator by the commission, whether it is state, district or national. So once they reach the consensus between the parties about the settlement, mediator should give a written letter to the commission who has appointed, who has entrusted the responsibility to the mediator. If the parties fail to reach a settlement, the mediator should submit report accordingly to the commission. So two options are there. Either they will be able to reach a consensus. Second is they will not be able to reach a consensus. Both the cases, they have to inform the parties. They have to inform the commission accordingly. The mediator's responsibility to inform the commission accordingly. Now, the second topic of this video, that is how to file a consumer complaint. So before filing the complaint with the commission, the complainant is advised to send a notice to the opposite party. So if I bought some item or if I got some service, I'm not happy with that. Instead of before going to the consumer complaint, or to the consumer commission, I have to send the party to the service provider or wherever I bought the goods, stating the deficiency in service or defects in the goods sold. The jurisdiction has to be decided based on the consideration. Whenever you check the bill, you can see that backside of the bill, terms and conditions will be there. Even if they have an office in Bangalore, sometimes the head office will be Chennai. So they will mention that at the backside of the bill, jurisdiction for any item sold or any service rendered, it is the Chennai court. That meaning we have to file the case there only. So the territorial jurisdiction of the opposite party has to be looked at based on the place of business, especially the head office. Now, the next step is filing either the written complaint or online submission. Now, with the new Consumer Act, online submission is also possible. So, online or written complaints should have all the necessary information, all the details. So, consumers can file complaints using mobile apps also. That is another convenient method. And after filing the complaint, the complainant will get a unique identification number to check the status of the complaint, so that we can check the status of the complaint. Now, the complaint should contain the full details of the complainant and the opposition party. So, whoever filed the complaint and the opposition party, all the details should be there. Now, what all the mean by the details? Date and time of purchase of goods or availing of service. Details about deficiency in service or defects in goods sold. Particulars of defect, relief sought, and copies of supporting documents. Now, complaint with the district commission needs to be filed within 2 years from the date of dispute. 2 years, within 2 years. After 2 years, if they are filing the complaint has no validity. Now, appeals to the state commission against district commission order has to be filed within 45 days from the date of order. So, the same is applicable for the national commission also. So, district commission, it's 45 days, and state commission and national commission, it's only 30 days from the date of respective order. Now, court fees has to be paid as a demand draft. That is also important. Issued in the name of registrar of the respective commission. See, if the case is with the state commission, district commission, or national commission, to the respective registrar, the fees has to be paid as a demand draft. For national commission, the applicant has to make a demand draft of rupees 5,000 rupees is the demand draft they have to pay if they want to file a case with the national commission. So this is what I wanted to explain. 2 topics: the procedure for mediation and how a consumer can file a complaint with the consumer court. So these 2 topics I have explained. This is what I wanted to explain in this module. Happy learning. Thank you.